So today I'm here with a video on my new hair. It is slightly different from the mint green hair which I've had in the past. I didn't have the mint green hair for very long. I just got a little bit over of the upkeep that was involved with it. So that's why I've gone a little bit darker. Before we start, I would really appreciate if you guys check out my social media channels. I will link them in the description box below. I've got my Facebook and my Instagram down there, and also my email and all that good stuff. A few of you guys have mentioned that you're not getting updates of when I upload new videos. So if you just click on the little settings icon near the subscribe button and tick the boxes, that way you'll always get a notification of when I upload a new video, so you're not going to miss out. You guys may see I have done a kind of ombre. I wouldn't really call it ombre because it's not, you know, perfectly faded. It's more of a false regrowth. I wanted to grow out my regrowth for quite a while, but you guys know I'm kind of impatient, so I decided to just literally paint on some dark regrowth and create like a false regrowth. So today's video I'm going to share with you guys exactly how I transformed my hair. I'm also going to go into detail with color correction and fillers and things that you'll need to do to ensure that you get an even result when doing a fairly dramatic change. So obviously, like mint green hair to brown needed a fair bit of color correction and things like that. So if you guys want to know how to do it, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to direct you guys to some previous videos I've done in the past, which will just help you if you're struggling to understand kind of what I'm talking about. So the video I want to direct you guys to is from blonde to brunette. That goes into a lot of detail with underlying pigments of your hair, fillers and things like that. So I will touch a little bit on fillers today, obviously, because we will be needing to do a filler. The reason why you do a filler is if I was to put a dark color directly onto what I've got now, it isn't going to grab completely. It's going to be a little bit patchy and uneven, and it's just not going to be the best result because light hair has no pigment. So what you need to do is actually add pigment to the hair, so when the dark color goes on, it's got something to stick to. So depending on what level you want to go with your darkness will depend on what color filler. I'm going level 5, so that is like a red-orange filler. As well, we've got to kind of counteract the green that I've got in my hair at the moment. The opposite of green is red, so it actually works best if I use a red filler because it's going to help counteract, and it's also going to fill my hair with pigment at the same time. Unfortunately, I don't have any red filler. I do, however, have orange, so orange will work just as well. Here I have the Laurish Directions Semi-Permanent Hair Color in the shade Mandarin. It is literally just an orange color. So any type of semi-permanent color will work really well. So Manic Panic, Fudge, Laurish Directions, anything like that doesn't need to be mixed with a developer or anything like that. You don't want to go putting on a actual red or orange color that is like in a box or anything like that, because that's going to literally color your hair red or orange. And it's just going to be too much. You only need something that's just going to lightly fill the pigment of your hair. So what I've done is I've got some of my Mandarin color in here. I didn't want to use just straight Mandarin, so I've mixed a little bit of water into it just to help dilute it a little bit. And it's just going to help it be a little bit easier to apply and stop the end result from being too orange. So yeah, so basically I want to go for a fake regrowth. So it's different from ombre where it's, you know, kind of blended. I want it to be a little bit more, not harsh, but more defined to actually look like my regrowth. So as I said before, you know, I'm sick of having to redo my regrowth every month. It just annoys me, and you know, I'm sick of having to bleach my scalp. So yeah, so the color I'm going is going to be a little bit darker than my natural color, but that's all right. I think the contrast will be really nice. So make sure you've got an old t-shirt on, something you don't really care about, and put some gloves on. I just have some old dishwashing gloves. Very glamorous, I know. So basically what I'm going to do is not bother applying this to my natural regrowth, but just apply it to the areas where I want to fill. So however far you want your fake regrowth to go is how far you apply this. So I am thinking, yeah, about here, because when I put the dark color over the top, I will show you guys, I'm going to blend it out slightly further than where the filler is. That way it's just going to help the transition a little bit, and it's not going to be too blocky. It's still going to look, you know, like regrowth, but not like crazy regrowth, if that makes sense. I have applied that colour to the areas that I'm going to do dark. Now what I'm going to do is not rinse it off. I'm going to towel dry it into my hair and just apply the dark colour over the top. So towel drying it in is going to get rid of any excess. That's going to prevent the colour from working. So basically I'm just going in, towel drying it all in, trying not to work it into the rest of my hair too much, but just focusing on those areas. Okay, so I have my colour mixed up here, ready to go. I have used the Sulfine colour, which you can purchase from Priceline. What I've used is mostly 5N, which is just very neutral. It's not warm or cool, it's just neutral. Then I added in a dash of 5M, which is like a mocha chestnutty kind of colour to add a little bit of warmth in there, because we are still, you know, trying to counteract over green. Hopefully just by adding a little bit of warmth in there, it's going to make it a little bit warmer, so the end result isn't going to be like grey or anything like that. So I'm basically going to apply it exactly the same. As I said, I'm going to go slightly, I'm pretty much going to go to that line, and then I'm going to comb it through for a more blended result, which I'll show you guys. Okay, so now I have a comb, and what I'm going to do is just start to comb mainly like on the top layers, the colour just down a little bit, and that's going to just help blend it out a little bit more, make it look kind of more natural but not, you know, too drastic. Okay, so I've just rinsed that colour off, and I'm pretty happy with how, you know, it's covered. So now what I'm going to do is go in with a little bit of Alpine Green and just apply that kind of in this middle section to help the transition, and then again go through with my comb and just comb that through. Then I've got my normal mint green colour, which I've already pre-mixed. I do have a tutorial on my mint green hair. I'll list it in the description box below if you guys wanted to know this exact mixation that I've created. So I have literally just shampooed this out and then towel dried it. There's no conditioner in here, so yeah. Here you have the finished results. I love it so much. It is honestly going to be so much easier to maintain, not having to worry about touching up the regrowth. And I really like this a lot better. I feel that darker colours do suit me better, and my husband wanted me to, you know, kind of go darker. So this was my compromise. Still keeping the green. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, check out the description box below. I will link some of those other videos that I mentioned in this video down there if you guys were wondering and wanted a little bit more information on it. So just go down there and check it out. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!